My name's Camron James, and I started Amazon back in 2017. First year, we had a $1.3 million year. And needless to say, I kept going in the Amazon space, and I've started multiple accounts since then. I've gotten many accounts to 6, 7 figures. From there, about 30 to 40 plus private label products myself. We worked with about 2 to 3 mid-level brands here in the States as well, helping them with some client work. And most recently, I've been helping coach and consult for other Amazon businesses, whether it's on YouTube or Facebook or Instagram, things like that. So that's kind of my path in the Amazon. So I sell and I also help others get their business started. Unfortunately, Amazon suspensions are a big part of the Amazon business. And this most recent one, we've had many in the past, and I wish I found you guys a lot sooner, just because it's been a rough ride. Just every year we seem like we have some kind of suspension. But this last one where you guys came in we had 3 accounts that all got pushed to being related to each other. So we had our personal accounts, 2 of our personal accounts, both with different businesses, so different brands, and then also a client account get all related to each other. So everybody got suspended at the same time. Obviously, with our accounts, it's a little easier to get with, but when we had the client involved, obviously there was a lot of pressure and a lot of anger on their side.
Yep.
So it was kind of, it was one of those moments where it's just like, heart dropping moments where it's like, uh-oh, I got to go explain to this client how we got their account suspended. So that was awful in itself. And we try to have some appeals ourselves. We have a little bit of experience just being in the market for so long. We know plan of actions, things like that. But we wrote this probably for like 2 weeks straight, just kept getting rejected. And that's when we figured, like, okay, now it's time. If we can't get it in the first week or 2, we just know that, like, okay, now this is looking like a month, 2-month, 3-month process. We don't want that. So we did hire a service, which wasn't you guys. And it ended up taking 2-3 months and nothing was happening. And then we got to that desperate point where the client was kind of like, it was do or die time. Like, they were gone if we can't get it figured out in the next 2 weeks. And so we found Appeal Wizards online, and this was a desperation moment. I got on, found like 15 services, and you guys had the best ratings, best reviews. Talked to you guys, were super responsive. And then I think I talked to Edwin, was his name. Within the first day or 2, he called me. We talked through, I felt comfortable, proceeded, and within 4 days, you had that client's account unsuspended, and within that week, we had all of our accounts unsuspended. So needless to say, I wish I found you guys a lot earlier than we did. Moving forward, you guys are the go-to guys. I have to go back and look, but yeah, Edwin was kind of in our account taking care of everything for us. So it was very hands-off process. He just kind of updated us when need be. He would call me every day to update me because he knew it was a stressful situation, and he would just call me in the day. He's like, okay, this is what I did. This is where we're at. Tomorrow, this is what we're going to try if this doesn't go through. So I felt like involved in the process. Like, I knew things were moving forward, and I had an update to go to the client and say, hey, this is where we're at. This is where we're going. Where the last service we used, it was all just like, maybe you update it once a week, and there would be no updates, right? The update would be that there's no update. So it was nice to have someone like, hey, like every day I did this, I did this, I did this. So we knew things were moving forward. And I never had a response and appeal get, cleared up so quickly as well. So that, 3 months versus 4 days, right? I pick 4 days every time. Reviews are good, right? We want to see that they have a good track history from, a good period of time, that people are getting taken care of. And you guys have good Trustpilot reviews there. And then also, I just chatted you guys up on, you had a chat box down below, and just chatted you to see what response time and the quality of responses I would get within that time. So it's kind of like, I hate to say that I'm putting you guys in a test, but I really am, and you guys passed. So I want a company that, can respond quickly, can know what I'm talking about quickly. And then if I feel like they know what they're talking about, they have good reviews, everything looks, legit on their side, I'm going to move forward with that quickly, especially when you're in a moment of suspension, right? Because you are losing so much money. You are, maybe putting clients at risk and putting your business at risk. So you got to move fast with these type of things. So I recommend Appeal Wizards to any other Amazon seller. Have been quietly for about 6 months now, and hopefully more verbally here going forward. But, I have my group of students. I have a good YouTube following, and I'm telling everybody that I can that Appeal Wizards is the place to go for suspensions if you want it done correctly and right. So